What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. I want to let you guys hear something. We're going to stay on this topic for a little while, okay? Videos are coming. I think one me have already uploaded, have another one coming, because we want to expose all these frauds, man. We have to do what we have to do, because, like I said, the so-called good people always, shh, don't get involved, just be quiet. And the trash are always the ones controlling the narratives and putting the lies out. Now, this is 2 minutes long. This is directly from Claressa Shields' YouTube channel. So you can go in there and look at it. She's reading the post that Ryan Garcia is sending her. So she's reading DMs from, I think this is from the X account. But let's listen to what she had to say.
I wasn't going to say nothing, but this boy Ryan Garcia is off his fucking rockers. He's on here saying George Floyd is a bitch. Then, I wasn't even going to share the DMs between me and him, but as of recently, he jumps on his live calling me a racist, or jumps on his thing calling me a racist because he tested positive. But this is the DMs that I wasn't going to reveal. You guys can read it for yourself. He's on here talking about some, he can't, I don't even know what he's writing. You see a whore and I call a whore. Niha. Nope, it gets worse for you. He said, I got some real dirt on you. I got some real dirt that stems back to your family, your mom and your dad. I sent him back himself throwing punches, like, okay. And then he like, I will hit the switch and post it. I'm like, my family as well. This guy is talking about some, you know what your daddy did to you? Like, my daddy did what? Like, what is wrong with you? Then he writes me and said that me and my dad, he said, nah, he effed you. Like, read this. And this is from who y'all are supporting and giving all this recognition to. And he's a drug cheat. So what if he beat Devin Haney? He beat him on drugs, up on PEDs, like he didn't do it fair. So then when I got on MySpace and I'm talking, he's inboxing me, begging to get on my space. Let me on. He's calling me the B word, talking about some bitch. Let me on, you devil. Your daddy is a bitch and your mom is white. Oh, whore. Your mommy is a whore. And then he said, my mom don't have cancer. So he telling y'all to the world the reason he's flipping out and tripping is because his mom has cancer. But then he inboxes me and says, my mom don't have cancer. And then at the end of this, he say, yep, I love dick, baby. Like.
Okay. Let me say this. You see how pathetic he is with his lies. Yeah. He told people he was flipping out because his mom has cancer. What does it have to do with you attacking other people? My dad almost died just recently. Which, by the way, let me say thank you to everybody that was wishing my dad well. I appreciate you guys and thank you. You know, and he's doing much better now. My dad is 82 years old. So it's not like he's going to be nursed back to like health where he's like found the fountain of youth, but you know, he walks slower. Let me break it down to you guys. My dad had a hernia and his faith, right? His thing, he kept saying, I'm looking for a miracle. God is going to heal me. I believe that. And so the hernia went from being like literally like that big, right? Like the tip of my thumb to like that. And he had this thing for over 10 years before he finally got the surgery done. Once he got the surgery done, because he had it for so long. Okay, doctors explain, it's like sometimes you have like a cyst on your wrist or something, and like sometimes the vein can form a sleeve and like fluid goes into it and it just kind of bulges. You know that if it's solid, they make a small incision and pop it out. If it's fluid, they take the needle and they drain it. So they were saying that the hernia could possibly grow back. But what happened was it was a fluid buildup caused by him having that hernia for so long. So was there like, I'm looking for a miracle. Like, he believes what he read in the Bible and what he feels, so he believes these things. Now, what's happening with my dad? Okay, when he had the surgery, he was bleeding inside. Bottom line is the doctors screwed up, where they didn't even know what to do. They were saying he could die, and so what are you going to do about that? Like, look, so there was a guy, actually, he's a relative. I don't really know him as well, but bottom line is he's a doctor, and he was telling them, asking them, did you do this? Did you take this? Did you do this and this? So had he not been there, my dad probably would have died. And I'm just being honest, they wasn't doing anything to really, they said it so nonchalantly, as if like, almost like, well, we're just telling you to prepare you for it. So you know, it's more than likely he might die tonight. Like, you know, that's what they might as well said, the way they, you know. So, you know, our response is, listen, do you understand what you're supposed to be doing to make sure that he doesn't die? You're making this, okay, so what's happening right now inside of that? He's dying. Well, the bleed, okay, because of what? The surgery. So, do you know, what do you mean? What are you telling? So, and I'm, you know, so basically, cut to the chase, what was supposed to happen happened afterwards. But they were trying to keep him. He's still in the hospital now. And we're telling my dad, you know, what he needs to do in order to get out of there. Because for one, they need him to be able to stand up and walk on his own. And they need for him to be able to communicate. And my dad, a lot of times, he often just sits with his eyes closed. He's awake, he's not sleeping, but his eyes are closed. And then when you get to the point where, like, okay, I don't trust these doctors and stuff like that, these nurses, whoever, so when they're trying to feed him, he wouldn't eat. So they're taking it like, okay, and I do believe my dad is forming, I felt that before he even went there, he's forming like a certain form of dementia. Not the kind like you know, like he can remember something that happened 20 years ago, but he can't remember something that he did 5 minutes ago sometime, you know, or I didn't eat, I'm hungry, and I worked around, like, I know I could see, like, okay, he's at that stage. And so bottom line, telling him, Pop, listen, now he'll let us feed him. He won't eat for none. I'm telling, listen, now I live out of state, mind you, so I can't be there every day. So one of my sisters come there. She feeds him in the morning, and she go to work. And basically, we're telling him what to do. And we need, look, you want to go home, we want to get you out of here. You need to cooperate and understand. Okay, like, they are taking you not responding or not eating as if like this is signs of a bad thing. Okay, relax. Okay, and we need to get you out of here. And he goes, okay. Yeah. And my father's real soft-spoken now. Like now, remember how Muhammad Ali's voice was when he got older? Minus the slurred speech, but my father talks really low and really slow now. So, they were, oh, he's not doing like, no, he's not responding. He's not. I said, listen to me. And my sister had to tell him the same thing. I said, my father is responding to you. Right? He said, he's not responding to you, he's responding to us. I said, okay. So don't go marking your chart as if, oh, he's not responsive. I said, so what's your name, Pop? He says his name. Who am I? You're my son. Okay, where are you at right now? I'm in the hospital. How old are you? 82. Okay, what did I just feed you? So he's answering all that's okay. Now he's not answering you because he doesn't feel comfortable. I can't make him, but we're trying to get him to understand it. All right, so mark your chart accurately, not off just black and white. Was he responsive? Nope. Was he? Nope. Like, no. See, and that's the nonchalant mentality that they were having. And that's one of the things that was really, because I'm an hour and a half away. So for me to get a call or anything where he's going from progressing to going backwards and me understanding how things can be, it definitely had me at I wasn't feeling my best at all. We're not going to live forever. Even when he gets out of there, We don't know how long he's gonna live. You know, none of us know. This very video I'm doing could be the very last time you guys ever see my face. You never know, okay? Things happen. But so I appreciate everybody that wished my dad well. Thank you guys. I wish my family well. Thank all of you guys, like from the heart. Thank you guys. So yeah, so that's how that went. So right now he's progressing, and I'm just waiting now to get word of when he's going to be released to come back home. All right. So now, what you hear coming out of Ryan's mouth, I'm going to tell you guys this. Always pay attention to this. If you speak on something a person did wrong, first thing come out of their mouth is, you're racist. They're racist. Nothing you said had anything to do with nationality. None of that. Because they say you did, or something you do, we're only speaking on it because of your nationality. That's why. So I guess I'm racist when I speak on Tank Davis or Deontay Wilder or anybody else that's black. I guess I'm doing it because I'm racist too. So it's okay if I say things about black fighters, but if I say something about a fighter and it's not black, and you want to bring up black fighters, that's racist shit. It's in them. Okay? So if you are, like example, when you see commercials that say stop Asian hate, right? If you're saying stop Asian hate, you're not referencing anything that's happening, you know, back in the country that you live in, right? You're referencing things pretty much because you live here in America and you're saying stop Asian hate, you're being discriminated against. But if we say Black Lives Matter and you don't support that, and I'm not talking about the organization, I'm talking about the reality of that in general. If you only care about what happens to Asian people, do you understand what I'm saying to you? This makes people go, fuck you, man. You don't care about my people. You understand? This is what I'm saying. I just watched the video the other day. I could pull it up right here where a female is saying she's Japanese. Her dad, I think she said, is Guyanese. And so she has features where she doesn't look black, but she's like fair skin, you know. But when you look at her, it's not like you just know automatically. And she was saying she doesn't get accepted in her own country. And the lady was interviewing and said, well, why is that? There's a Caucasian lady that happens to live in Japan and speaks Japanese fluently. And she goes, well, it's because it's not really, you don't really see foreigners living here. So when they look at you, it's like, she's like, even my dad, for example, when he was dating my mom, like they were sneaking for a long time. And my grandparents was like, they were against it. My grandmother was saying, why would you go and marry a foreigner? Why can't you marry your own? And my dad was completely against it. But the grandmother basically just got to the point where she hid it from, you know, her husband, because she knew that, like, if they knew what was going on, he would throw her out the house. So basically, yeah, you're not gonna marry no man if he's not Japanese. And she was saying that, yeah, even now she is discriminated against, and pretty much that's Asian hate, right? Coming from an Asian to another Asian. You understand my point? But that's not how the term is meant, which is why you hear me mention things in my last video about people using that term black on black crime. It's like nobody said that about anybody from any other nationality or ethnicity. When all the murders and all the violent crimes are happening, and we see it all over YouTube, all over the news, okay? So, yeah, when they talk about MS-13, when they talk about these Mexican cartels and mafias and all this stuff, and anybody, the triads, the what's the real popular one with the Japanese, but the Yakuza, whatever, who's doing what to who? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like we should never support any form of hatred, any form of racism, any of that shit. It doesn't matter who it's coming from. But this boy Ryan Garcia, I don't know what your home upbringing was about. I don't know what it was like, but you change your story, you lie a lot. You're sitting here telling Claressa Shields you got dirt on her and, oh, you know what your dad did to you. Like, what is wrong with this boy? And this is a guy who, I love Jesus. I love God. Jesus is on my side. Let me tell you something. He's screwed up, but he knows what he's doing. And he's sitting here saying all these things. Then he tells Claressa Shields his mom doesn't have cancer. But he tells everybody that's why he's flipping out, because he has cancer. His mom has cancer. Then he turns around and says he's flipping out because he was raped by a black man when he was young. Like, this boy, I don't believe nothing Ryan Garcia says. Okay? I'm just disgusted with him. Fuck Ryan Garcia. Plain and simple. Yeah, fuck him. But he turns around also and he says, and that racist rant that he made, I've never been touched. See, that's your problem, boy. That's your problem. Nobody never put them paws on you. You never got a proper beat down. See, the hell with a boxing ring. It comes down to, you know how it goes. This is some street stuff you talking about. Yeah. And you're asking for something that you're not ready to deal with. And for me, when I heard, Claressa saw the video she was doing, and I heard, her reading these tweets. And if you go on the channel, you can see, like I said, the same video is 2 minutes long. You see the tweets are up there. She's putting them up, and she's just reading them out. What kind of so-called, I don't care about you calling yourself a Christian, and that shit doesn't impress me. I don't care about you being some so-called spiritual. Ryan's a fraudulent piece of shit. Bottom line is, what righteous person says these types of things to people? And why the fuck are you even talking to Claressa Shields? You hate niggas so much. Why are you even talking to her? I got so much dirt on you. What man even talks like that? Everything now is about leaking footage or spreading rumors or repeating what someone tells you. First of all, what would be your purpose in even trying to get information about Shields? But he's making stupid shit up. I got so much dirt on you. I mean, just listening to this stuff, it's like cringeworthy with this guy, because it's like he's not even a man. And he's going to talk all of this tough shit, but he's going to stay in his comfort zone. Yeah. But then, now all of a sudden, you saw the video where he says, I'm not apologizing for shit and all this. And I got Jesus and all that. He keeps saying the same stupid shit over and over. Then he turns around now. He puts a tweet up. I didn't watch Oscar De La Hoya's video. I saw the thumbnail where he's supposedly speaking. I don't know if it's him speaking or if it's tweets, because a lot of times people do that shit. They'll put a thumbnail up saying Oscar De La Hoya says such and such, but it's only just tweets. And I didn't read on watching. I don't have to. Him talking about he's getting checked into rehab and all of this, there's no excuse. So you have kids, boy. What kind of shit do you teach your family? What do you teach your son or daughter, whatever you have? How were you raised as a kid? Huh? Your parents showed their face on video before. Why they don't speak up now and say, no, this is not how we raised Ryan, and we don't support what he's saying and doing. That's our son. Yeah, we love him and we want to reach out to him, and we don't understand what's going on. No, what? See, people want to shh, but no, we're going to talk about this for a while. You see, he's so busy. Ha, I beat Devin. His little fanboys, his little racist fanboys and fangirls. Ha, he beat. Who gives a fuck? So you okay? So you have a boxing match, win under your victory by cheating, but then too, we saw you quit like a bitch against Devin. Ha, lol, that shit. Everything's an excuse for this dude. And the fact of the matter is, if you have people around you that support you when you're wrong, and they don't have the heart to be honest and tell you that you were wrong, and these people, like I said before, are scared that they're going to lose a position, so be it. Because you got to play suck ass and kiss ass for people to make it in life. You shouldn't even feel comfortable doing so. You should feel like, nah, I'm not even being a man or a woman by sitting here being told what to do. By sitting here going along with something that I know is wrong. So, I'm pretty sure if this was shoe on the other foot, and Devin Haney did what he did to Ryan, every single one of these Ryan Garcia fans would be going, oh, this nigga cheated. Oh, he's talking about he hate Mexicans. Fuck all these Mexicans and fuck all this. And yeah. Y'all be saying the same shit. Y'all be, oh, this guy Devin needs to be banned. He's not. He's racist. He's right. And this is what I'm telling you. Like I told you guys. Anytime someone tries to counter what you're saying by bringing up race because you have an issue with something they did, or you speak on something that they did, and especially when it's something that's public. So we're saying you failed your drug test, you cheated, you're a liar because you're Mexican. That's why we're saying it. Come on, bro. You sound so stupid. You sound so dumb. So when you go to rehab, this is no, see, he may check in and don't complete his rehab. But bottom line is, you're only speaking how you feel. The alcohol didn't make you say it. The alcohol made you tell the truth. Yeah, if anything. You know, like I said, he's saying these things, and he's speaking about, I mean, you're sitting there telling the woman she's a whore, her mother's a whore, you was molested by your father. And yet, when he talked this shit about Jesus and God, y'all sit there like some stupid asses. And just, you know, y'all should be checking this boy and getting in it. Because I'm telling you, somebody going to splatter his brains all over the street. He talked too much shit, and there's nothing tough about Ryan Garcia. He's a soft little bitch, man. It's nothing tough about him. It's nothing tough about him. Yeah, you got a little bit of boxing talent. Okay, you got some boxing talent. But bottom line, you ain't no tough guy by no stretch. Other mind than you ain't no street dude. All of a sudden now he's trying. Yeah, you're gonna talk all of that shit, but you know you're gonna stay in your comfort zone. You're not traveling. You're not going anywhere to go stay. You're not gonna go to nobody's neighborhood. You're not gonna go around nobody trying to talk shit. The most you might do is show up to a fight, a boxing event, and have a little arguing match with somebody while you're standing behind people. But other than that, you're not going to go do anything to anybody. See, you talking all of this nonsense, you're going to fuck around and cause people to man up on you, find you somewhere, I'm telling you, and they're going to waste you. The type of shit he's talking is crazy. He's playing games, and see, that's the problem. He's never been touched. Yeah. I know a lot of people do that. They got mouth until they get in the situation. They realize, damn, I thought I couldn't get touched. I thought my God had me. I thought Jesus had me. So, you see, even in the sense where I look at my dad and go, you see, my father's faith was so strong in believing that he was going to be healed. He wasn't going, because of miracles that you read about in the Bible and all that. And that's what he sold. Then you take a fraud like this motherfucking Ryan, using his so-called God as a shield, as a crutch, as an excuse to go do what he wants. It just makes him feel better. I got Jesus, I got God. Like I said, making these claims doesn't change anything. I don't have remorse for him. And like I said in the previous video, we all had some things, we went through things in life. And if you're going to use something that a person did to you, it's like I'm in Aries. Okay, so if somebody's in Aries and do something to you, now it's my fault you hate me because I'm in Aries, and someone else that's in Aries did something wrong to you. What does that have to do with me? Yeah, what does that have to do with me? So, yeah, but bottom line is, I wanted you guys to hear what he said to Shields, what he was DMing her. And this is what I'm saying. People up here trying to make excuses about his mental health and all this and that. So he has nothing better to do but sit up and type stupid shit in, fucking with people. And if you remember, in one of the videos that I showed with him, and he's making all these racist rants, you remember, the girl was going, who wrote that? Who did it? And then oh, that's you. And she realized, so she read something that she felt was stupid. Then she didn't realize it was something he texted and sent to someone. Yeah. So that's where Ryan Garcia stands, and we're going to keep our foot on his neck until he's gone. He's a scumbag. I'm telling you, he doesn't appreciate anything that he has, and he's making excuses. and him getting drunk, getting high, and then this is the so-called ambassador of the sport for you guys. You support this racist piece of shit drug addict? Oh, but he's going to get help. Yeah, whatever. He's just trying to save face. Mauricio Suleiman supposedly expelled him from any activities with the WBC. And this is why I said he should just be banned from boxing, period. Because he obviously doesn't learn anything. And he's just talking shit, just coming after people, verbally saying a bunch of shit that makes no sense. So he doesn't feel sorry. He doesn't feel remorse or think what he's doing is wrong. Because he feel like his shit doesn't stink and he can do what he wants. I'm Ryan Garcia. Little lion crying, roared Ryan. That's basically what he feels. So all of this, I'm going to rehab shit. No, it's not even genuine. This boy is just trying to save face too. So it's like, well, when he said these things, he wasn't in his right mind. Mauricio Suleiman is known to have been shady and do a lot of things and show favoritism to certain fighters. Yeah. And him doing what he did, okay, good. Don't change your mind and go back on your word, though. When you don't know if a person is doing something because they're being genuine or because they are just trying to look good, who knows? But at least Suleiman did what he did. And the other sanctioning bodies need to do the same thing. Well, if they did that, what was his purpose for boxing be? Well, I guess that would be a decision he would have to make, right? Yeah, I'm going to continue to box, but I'll never be a champion again because all the other sanctioning bodies, they all banned me. They just didn't take my license. My boxing license wasn't taken, but I just can't fight for a championship. Fuck him. Fuck him. When you learn a lesson and you change your ways, that's when forgiveness can be given to where, okay, this person understands it now. One thing we can't say is how well you're disguising how you feel about something. And the fact that you said all this shit, you hate Muslims, you hate black people, you're anti-black, you're pro-KKK, you wish you could bring George Floyd, let's bring this nigga back to life so we can kill him again, George Floyd's a bitch. Like, I mean, what the fuck are you saying? And all of this because of what? Because you failed a fucking drug test. And you can't man up and just admit you got caught. No respect for this boy. But you heard Claressa Shields, and you heard what he said to her. And, yeah, this is the kind of piece of shit that he is. Yeah. And if you look at it, every one of these conversations is him starting shit with other people. You failed your test, boy. You failed it. Nobody made you fail. You failed it. But you did all this talking, and you still haven't proven anything. You just said you know that your test was going to come back positive. So what exactly are you trying to prove by doing all of this shit? Trying to turn people against the people that you're going after? And you feel like your star power can do that? Only a bunch of ignorant, racist people like yourself are going to follow you. You're trash, and you don't need to be in the sport of boxing. Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.